The matchups are set for several key races in November's midterm elections.
That's right. Voters went to the polls in Alabama and Georgia on Tuesday for runoff elections after failing to choose a winner in last month's primaries. In Alabama, Katie Britt defeated Congressman Mo Brooks in the race for the U.S. Senate. Britt received a surge in support last month. That success resulted in her being endorsed by former President Trump. He had initially given his support to Congressman Brooks before rescinding his endorsement back in March. Britt will now go on to face Democrat Will Boyd in November. In Georgia, the former president's influence was tested yet again. The Peach State held 4 key Republican congressional races Tuesday. 2 of those elections were lost by Trump-endorsed candidates.
In addition, Georgia's incumbent Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, defied the former president's request to find more than 11,000 votes following the 2020 election, also won his primary back in May. Let's bring in CBS News political director Finn Gomez for more on this. Hi there, Finn. Good to talk to you. So a lot to get to. Let's start in Alabama. How significant is Katie Britt's defeat of Congressman Mo Brooks, and what role did the former president's endorsement play in her victory?
Thanks, Lane. This is one of the top races that we were watching last night. Katie Britt decisively beat Mo Brooks by 26 points. And what these 2 candidates shared a unique distinction in that they were both endorsed by Donald Trump at one point. Mo Brooks, who was a longtime MAGA ally of former President Trump, was initially supported by Trump, but then Trump pulled his support of Brooks after he slid in the polls ahead of the May 24th primary. However, Brooks did come back and made that cutoff to face Katie Britt last night. However, Katie Britt did win last night. Just a few days before before last night's election, Trump did go ahead and endorse Katie Britt. It didn't make much of a difference, frankly. In an Emerson poll just before the election, 45% of respondents said that it played little or no influence on their decision to back the candidates in this race. So really, but it's also really significant in the sense that we are seeing this waning support at times of the Trump-supported candidates.
Well, Finn, to your point there, let's move over to Georgia because, as we mentioned, Trump-backed candidates did not quite have the success they had anticipated in Georgia. What were some of your biggest takeaways from yesterday's runoffs there?
Well, specifically, there were 2 runoffs in House races with Rich McCormick and Mike Collins. They both faced in this Republican primary races. They both faced Trump-backed candidates. And in both instances, in both races, they won decisively against these Trump-backed candidates. Now, it's important because it's in Georgia. Georgia is a key battleground state, not only in 22, but in 24. And as we've seen, Trump has had some trouble in Georgia, not only in these races, but also back in May 24th when the governor, the current governor, Brian Kemp, easily defeated his Trump-backed challenger in that race. And going forward, if Trump does launch a 24 bid for the White House again, he's going to have to do some work in the Peach State.
Let's talk about the Secretary of State contest there. Incumbent Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger will be facing State Representative Bee Nguyen after she won the state's Democratic primary runoff yesterday. How do you anticipate Raffensperger's ongoing role in the January 6th investigation will play into this race, and could that potentially bode well with Democratic voters?
I think it will bode well with Democratic voters and independent voters in that state. Raffensperger has gotten a lot of attention from this past week's January 6 hearings, essentially pushing back on the former president's intense pressure to overturn the election results in Georgia. So I did speak to a Georgia Democratic operative just before this interview, that he said that who said that there's a difference, however, between goodwill and showing up at the polls. And you mentioned Bee Nguyen, who is considered a rising Democratic star in that state. So it will be an interesting race that we will be watching. And of course, as I mentioned, Georgia is the battleground state of major significance, not only in this cycle, but in the 2024 cycle. So we'll be watching intently.
Indeed, we'll all be watching along with you. Finn Gomez, thank you so much.
Thank you.